As you guys know, Season 4 is right around the corner and you are probably looking for the best controller settings to dominate in the new season. These settings will not only work in creative but also in ranked, and the best part about these settings is they not only improve your builds and edits, but you also have insane aim. Don't worry, because these settings work for all platforms, console and PC, so be sure to watch to the end of the video and pay close attention because it helps me out more than you think.
Alright, now we're going to be moving on to my settings. First off, in display, my windowed mode is set to full screen. My resolution is set to 1920 by 1080. I do not use any stretch res. VSync, I highly suggest you have VSync off. Frame rate limit, mine set to 165 FPS since I do have a 165Hz monitor. So just match your frame rate limit with whatever Hz monitor you got. Especially if you guys are on console too, make sure you guys are on 120Hz if you are on PS5 or the new Xbox. Rendering mode, I have performance mode as it increases your FPS and gives you less input delay. So I do highly suggest you use this. Most pro players and everyone is just using it. Moving on to my graphic settings, my brightness is set to 100% by default. I don't use any of this other stuff, but if you guys are on console, I highly suggest this is something that I did. I put my brightness all the way up to 150, as with the shadows in the game can get really dark. But for me, since I'm on PC, I keep it on 100. My graphic quality, I have 3D resolution set all the way up. View distance is at near, textures low, mesh is low, I just have everything at low. These settings I have show FPS on, latency markers I have off. There's also this new setting called NVIDIA Reflex Low Latency, which if you guys have more of a lower end PC, I would have it off like I do. If you have like a mid-tier PC, I would have on. If you have a really good PC, I'd have on plus boost. Moving on to my audio settings, this is all just personal, but I do highly suggest that you have visualized sound effects turned on, as it does give you a huge advantage. Communication, again, is just personal. None of this really matters, I'm going to just go through most of this. Simple edit I have turned off. I highly suggest you guys do also have simple edit turned off. Simple edit is just bad. I do highly suggest not to use it and just get used to editing normally. Auto confirm edits I have set to both, that's why I'm able to edit and read fast, super fast. I do also have my replays turned off. I've heard that these can give you an FPS boost, and these energy savings, again, I've heard that these can give you a little FPS boost as well, so I have both of these turned off. Moving on to the game UI, this is all again just personal. Okay, now moving on to the most important, my controller settings. Controller auto run I have turned on. Build immediately I have turned off. Edit hold time all the way down. This is super important, especially if you guys want to edit fast. Make sure you have your edit hold time all the way down. My slide hold time is set to 0.135 seconds. Moving down, make sure you guys have use advanced options turned on, as you do not want to be using these two right here because these are just terrible. But anyway, my build mode is set to 1.8 and my edit is also set to 1.8. My look horizontal speed is set to 39% and my look vertical speed is set to 40. Instant boost when building I have turned off. ADS look horizontal speed is set to 7 and also my ADS look vertical speed is also set to 7%. Moving on, scope speed multiplier is just set to 1 by default. I do use linear. And my left stick dead zone is set to 10% and my right stick dead zone is also set to 10%. Now moving on to my binds, PS5 controller custom. Make sure you guys are using controller bind preset custom. You don't want to be using old school, quick builder, etc. Make sure you guys are using custom, you know what I'm saying, you customize your binds to whatever you feel comfortable with. I do also play right hand claw, so my jump is set to right stick. My pickaxe is set to the touchpad. Switch mode is set to circle. My edit is set to left stick. And now I'm going to just be showing you guys the rest of my controller settings.
Yeah, once you got that. Let's go that way. They shoot at
Hello.
What was it?
MP.
What was MB for?
If I go to right, roll after. Wait. Okay, wenn der Hasenberg geht, da wollen sie nicht kämpfen, dann was du. Yeah, what is this? Yeah, no, look, literally just go from here.
Yo, you need not to lose his lips. You have lose your lips,
These
mate.
might keep disconnected or some shit.